Welcome to this session. We're going to look at how to start a new term. This would be where you've gotten material in a course from a previous semester or a previous term, and you wish to bring it into a new Canvas shell that is blank. Now, we have provided documentation that you can look at that is available to you in Canvas. Here's how you can see that. If you will go to Courses, All Courses. You may have to scroll down to get to All Courses. In the upper right, you have an option that says Browse More Courses. Here are resources that the Center for Teaching and Learning is currently making available for people to use to help improve their skill set within Canvas. Canvas 101, Learning to Teach in Canvas, and Enhancing a Course are three Canvas courses that will provide you information, links, documentation on how to use various tools within Canvas. The one that we're focusing on is Changing Semesters in Canvas. It has three options. It is including things relating to what we've learned as we have started going through using Canvas, how to complete a term, as well as how to start a new term. So here's where you can go and access specific documentation that is being presented as part of this video presentation. So let's go back to the dashboard. Here is a course that is currently blank. It is a course that I wish to bring resources in from a previous term. Now, a previous term could be from the fall, for example, of a Canvas course. It could be resources that could be brought in from a course that has been migrated from Blackboard that is available within Canvas. To do this, you will scroll down on the left side, click on Settings. On the right, it brings up a series of options. You're going to choose the option to import course content. Now, this is the opposite of the way Blackboard did it. In Blackboard, you went to where the content was and uploaded it into the new course shell. In Canvas, we go to the new course shell and say, go find the material in another course and bring it up. I choose the drop down. Far and away, the great majority of you will select the option that says copy a Canvas course. You're saying, I have the material in another course in Canvas that I want to bring across. In this second box, this looks a little different because of my responsibilities than what you will see within yours. If you click on the second box here, it is a drop-down menu scheme that will provide you a list of all of the courses that you have access to as an instructor. They will be organized by semester. So please be aware. If you want to pull something out of the fall semester, make sure you go down and click on or select the options from the fall semester. Don't pick something from, for example, the spring semester that would be completely empty in the context of the example that I'm showing you here. So you will click the drop down. You will find the course. Now, we provide the course name as well as the various extensions as in course name and the numeric values, including the section number. So you will identify that. You will choose the option that says you want all content. I'm assuming in this presentation that you're wanting to bring your entire course across. It does provide you the option to go and retrieve specific content, but generally you're wanting to bring all your content across. It does provide you the option to adjust events and due dates. Please be aware of this. You may be teaching a course now that is a Tuesday, Thursday, that the content is being brought over from a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type class. So please be aware, modifying due dates by doing an adjustment here can be quite involved. It all depends on the context of your choice. You would then click Import. You will have a visual bar that will appear to the right. Initially it may say queued, and then it proceeds across with a bar that is being completed. When it says complete, if there are any issues, it will tell you, one issue, two issues, whatever it might be. You can click on those issues and it will tell you specifically what the problem is. It may be a missing link. It may be some type of an option. Most of the time, far and away, the great majority of the choices will be no problems, no issues. And again, the time for this to happen, it could be in just in a matter of a few seconds, or it could take a minute or two. Generally, the size of the course, content being brought over, as well as the time of day, what other activities are going on within Canvas will impact this. But it will happen quite quickly. So having that taken care of, it will bring it over. You can click the home button and you should see the material that has been brought over. In this example, I have not brought anything over. So if you get this screen, then something has not happened correctly. You need to proceed to find out what's not gone well. So it should show you what your course looks like. So you now have your content brought across. The next option that you should consider are the two dates. Are you looking for a specific start date relating to maybe opening the course a little bit early for students, especially in the world of graduate courses? I will click on Course Details tab. If I'm teaching a graduate class, maybe I want to make the resources available a little bit earlier, especially if it's one of the compressed courses, and have them do readings, be prepared for the first class meeting, whatever it might be. Here, for the spring semester of 2019, this course becomes available on January the 7th at 12 a.m. Again, if you wish to adjust it and make it open or available earlier than that, you have the ability to click on the calendar and make whatever adjustments are appropriate. And again, you notice the end date. By default, we've now set the end date to be 21 days past the completion date of whatever the term is. So you are aware of that. If you make changes, if you make any changes within this menu scheme right here of the start date, the end date, or anything else, you must scroll to the bottom and click the update option. You need to update any changes that you make. Also, while we're in this area, in very small print, there's an option that says More Options. Please be aware there are some things here that you might consider setting or verifying that they are correctly set. As you look down the list, there are some options here relating to discussions. Especially the key one that I see here is, do you want to allow students to edit or delete their own discussion posts? If you allow students to go in and delete their own posts, sometimes this can impact negatively the continuity of the discussion within your class. Below that, there's some references to options to what students would be able to see within the grade book. Do they get to see the summary, graphs, things of that type? Again, if you make any changes within any of the places in the settings environment, please remember to scroll to the bottom and do the update. Also, while we're in this area, the Navigations tab, again within the settings environment, you are strongly encouraged to hide any menu choice that is not applicable within your course. For example, if you do not use Outcomes over here, then you can go to Outcomes, click the option, and choose Disable. You're simply, by choosing the Disable option, hiding it from student access. Be aware, initially, any of the items that you see here that are in gray, students do not see. For example, right here I have modules. It is grayed out right now because I do not have any modules ready for this class at this point. Once I put modules here in the course, that option becomes visible to the students. Files is the critical one that I have referenced in other presentations. If you have files within your course, this will be a black color. A student can click on it and have access to any of the files that you have made available. Sometimes this can have consequences that are very inappropriate. So be aware as you look through the list, there may be certain items that you wish to hide. By default, I strongly encourage you to keep home. Grades, for students to be able to see their grades. If you want the students to be able to see who else is in the class, then the people option is there. If you don't want them to see who else is within the class, then that can be hidden. You have the option to make available or hide any of the menu scheme items that are available. And again, go to the bottom and click Save to update any of these changes. Again, in summary, if there's something on the menu that you're not using, please hide it. If there are options here that you don't want students to have access to, please hide those. So this is the world of settings. This is the world of settings. The world of publishing comes into play. I'll go back to a course from the previous term as an example. Please go through and make sure what you want to be published is published and what is not published. For example, everything you see on this screen right now is green, which means it is published. At the beginning of the term, I may not want to make certain resources available, so I can hide a complete module by simply clicking to the right of the module name, getting the circle with the slash. Now, none of these items are available, even though they're green, because the module has priority, or as I call it, seniority, over the parts of the module. This is not available to students. So you have the ability to hide modules that might be offered later in the term that can be hidden initially and then made available at a point in time in the future. So making sure what's available is appropriate is an important factor. And the best way to check is go to the student view, which is over here to the right. Click on student view. Then you are able to see whatever is appropriate that you want for them to have access to. Obviously, you want to go through all the assignments and modify the various dates. You have the ability to go in and change the dates, for example, a September date to a February date. But make sure you have the dates updated as is appropriate. Please remember you want to publish the course. If I go to a specific course, either from the dashboard or off the courses situation, and I go into the course initially in the upper right corner, I want to make sure that it says published and is green. That's the way to make sure. Again, if a course is not published, not only do the students not have access to it, they do not see it on their Canvas list of courses. Students will become concerned if they don't see it. They would assume maybe that they're not properly enrolled. So be aware, the option is I want to publish the course, but then I can control what they have access to by the start date, as well as choosing the publish at the module level or the individual activity level. But a student does not see anything in their Canvas environment until the course is published. These are the main things I want you to be aware of as you start the term. Please just review the course, the key points again, do the student view, check the publish option, go through and make sure the dates are appropriate for what you want to accomplish, especially the starting date. If we can help you within the environment of the Center for Teaching and Learning, we would very much like to have that opportunity. You can come visit us. You can call us. Our numbers are 615-966-5703 or extension 6020. We will be glad to help you that way. You can email us It's ctl@lipscomb.edu. Again, ctl@lipscomb.edu.